Hey guys, and welcome back to yet again another Season 10 educational gameplay guide, guys. Today we're going to be covering Kennen in the top lane. You don't really see Kennen that much nowadays, but Kennen is actually a pretty good top laner at the moment. Like, Kennen is mostly being used as a champion that actually counters some of the matchups. That's what Kennen is being played for. But anyways, guys, you can find the 4 runes, full builds, the best setup for Kennen. You can all find it in the description, guys. And with that being said, let's just cover right away. So the way how Kennen is being played is pretty simple. Like, you always want to kind of have like this poking playstyle with Kennen. Not necessarily like an all-in, but just applying pressure over and over again. And poking as much as you can to keep people like out of the laning phase. That's pretty much what the playstyle of Kennen is about. If you can get kills, it's pretty nice, but it's mainly just about maintaining their pressure and like just poking over and over again. As for the runes with Kennen, you pretty much go with Conqueror in almost every single game that you're going to play. Now, I like to go into Inspiration myself, taking the free boots, possibly with like the 5% CDR just for the ultimate and all this stuff. But you can also take Domination on the secondary and take like the heat, like Taste of Blood with the other stuff, which is pretty good too. Anyways, we're gonna all in this guy right here. I'm just gonna bait. Here we go. He's gonna go for the all-in right here. Okay, nice. Like, Darius was pushing the lane extremely hard against me? What? That was on point. That was literally the last tick and lucky tick. Really. That was never gonna get me, but it still did at the end. Okay. Wow. But anyways, guys, back to what I wanted to say. I've completely forgot. Wow. Okay, so I had to teleport down right here because if I don't teleport down right here, I would potentially lose like another 5 CS. But it's also fine because we can just poke down this Darius right on our tower. Like this. Every single time he goes for a CS, you just want to follow up with like an auto attack and then back off again. Now I can push once again. He's going to have to dodge the one, which is impossible because that's my passive. Like, as soon as your passive gets up, you always want to throw it onto Darius. Onto your opponent. That's already like a free stack. Oh, I missed it. Okay, I'm going to have to dodge this one. There we go. Like, the only thing which you gotta know about this matchup right now is if we're being grabbed by Darius, it's gonna be really tough. We wanna avoid being grabbed by Darius, and as long as we do that, we should be fine technically. We could just poke him down like as much as we want to. As for like the skill order, you want to be maxing out your W first and then max out your E and Q, like kind of situational. It comes down to like personal preference, but if you max your E after W, you pretty much have like lower cooldown, more attack speed. Pretty good, actually. I'm not going to push this out right now because the lane is actually in a really great spot where if Darius comes in, we can actually poke him once again. We can like poke him every single time he goes for a CS. And the lane is also in a really good spot where my jungler can actually come topside and gank the Darius as well. So we don't want to push this. If Darius decides to go back right now, he will lose like an entire wave of XP, which is pretty massive for us too. So we're just going to be sitting here. We're just going to relax here. There he is. So he's back. Alright, great. He lost like a lot of creeps to make that back. And the good thing is, I can just stand here, I can tank like a little bit of the wave, and then freeze here again. He has to come back right now and take the CS right here. If he doesn't take it, he's going to lose like all the XP again. There we go. He's losing the farm again, so we're creating a lead over this guy, like an insane big lead. There we go. Good. We just keep on freezing, guys. We just want to freeze over and over again. We've already created like a massive lead over this guy. Just standing here alone. Almost could have pulled off my W there. Okay. Like, that's the only thing that we got to be careful of in this matchup. Very good. And whenever his Q goes on cooldown, like, the only thing scary is like his E. That's all. Great. The lane is still in a really good spot. As long as we keep it down here, this is perfect. We already have like a pretty massive farming lead over him already. So I'm not going to come any close to the bush because Darius might potentially sit down in the bush and cheese us. Now this is something that you always want to be careful about when playing Kennen, because that's like one of the biggest weaknesses. Kennen is really weak to all-ins. And most of the champions in top lane can cheese you in this bush right here. And you want to be really careful for this. That's the most important thing. As long as you don't get cheesed, you should be fine. Now, I'm not poking him down here because I just simply want to reset the lane and like that's it. And by doing that, it's pretty simple. We walk over with the creeps. As soon as they come in, then he can no longer freeze. Now we can actually go back to base right now. Great. Now we can go back. Our first item is going to be this one actually. There we go. I will also take a Conqueror ward with a red trinket. Now this is something that not many players of the Kennen players do, but I would highly recommend you guys doing this. If you're playing Kennen, I highly recommend you guys to take the red trinket, because the red trinket allows you to take down the wards here everywhere. And even if you're pushing down the lane, and even if you're pressuring the lane, you can still like remove all the wards, and that will make them really scared, really afraid. Like, you could set up lanes even if you're like pushing down the lanes. That's what I like so much about the red trinket. Alright, now we just gotta reset this again. There we go. Perfect. Now let's, like, all we want to focus on right now, the only thing that we want to do right now is continuously pushing down the lane over and over again and applying as much pressure as we possibly can. That's the most important thing at the moment. Just applying pressure over and over again. And it's pretty simple to do. So we're just going to be placing down a ward right here. And then as soon as my zhonya comes in, we can actually bait Darius into like another fight. Good. We gotta be really careful right now because Darius actually already bought the ninja tabbies and we will be getting our free boots very soon. But we can already set it up in a good way. Like this, I'm gonna show you. My zhonya is right here, right now. Oh, really? There we go. Like, this is the thing I'm talking about. If you're playing Kennen top lane, you can easily set up lanes for ganks, even if you're applying pressure, even if you're constantly pushing down the lane over and over again. As long as you buy the red trinket, you can do this all the time. When people are being pressured in by Kennen, people often get afraid. They want to all-in you to get out of the bad spot, right? But if you put down a Conqueror ward right there, the enemy opponent that you're up against will not know that the zhonya is in there. And that's why I always recommend to buy like the red trinket. It's really important. Now we can take at least 2 platings. Very nice. Do like an extra odd attack. Perfect. We also got my free boots right now, so we can just keep this up for a while. We don't necessarily need to fight him right now. All we have to do right now is to reset this lane and then make our way back to base, because we already have like way too much gold right now. There we go. He comes close again. I'll just pop my W. Unfortunately, it was not close enough. I'm not going to take that CS right there, because as long as it stands right here, the lane will freeze around here, which will make allow me to position a lot more freely. He knows my passive is up, so he cannot walk up there. Every single time he goes for a CS, we just want to follow up with a very simple auto attack. Like this. Okay, that's his thing. There we go. And now we're going to get him. We got him. Boop. See ya. Like, this is the kind of playstyle you want to have if you're playing Kennen top lane. You want to keep the lane in a safe spot. You don't want to risk too much when playing Kennen. You just want to focus on applying pressure over and over again. And eventually, because you're poking so much, because you're applying pressure so much, you will eventually get either a free kill or have like a possible, or like even get to end the laning phase because you're like constantly just pressuring. That's what's so good about Kennen. You can constantly pressure, eventually get the tower, eventually get kills. People will tilt if they play against Kennen. That's the beauty of playing with as Kennen, guys. That's the beauty. That's why like Kennen is being picked. So we're gonna go back right here. We will actually, he knows that I was in there. I think he might have known. Did he know? Did he place like a ward down there? Because to me that seriously looked like he knew. Okay. Oh, Fiddlesticks was actually here. Okay, so we already got the item right there. Now we can actually teleport down there. Bought like an extra ward with us. Great. Now it's just a matter of pushing it down once again and then going down to a different lane, because I believe that Fiddlesticks could be here right now since he just shown up. I'm not gonna risk going inside of these bushes because I know for a fact that Fiddlesticks is currently there, or has to be somewhere there, or not. He's actually here. Wow. Okay, that's really good. So now we're gonna go back topside. There was a big chance that Fiddlesticks could have shown up top lane. Okay. Now we can fight this guy. We can just apply pressure over and over again. This is how you want to play Kennen. Good. Whenever he gets close, we just want to fight him again. Okay, easy. He will come back, but we can just kill him again right here. We can zone him off completely from the farm. He's probably not going to come back right now. Or he might come back with the jungler. We've already got like a super gigantic, like 30 CS massive lead over this guy already, which is really, really huge. Here we go. And we got him. Like, even if my jungler did not come in right now, we would simply poke him down on our tower and completely destroy him. Now, I'm not very sure if this guy's alone. I'm assuming not. Like, there's already this guy there. So, I won't bother fighting him. Yeah, I'm not going to bother fighting him because there might be more people. Like this Diana, for instance. Great. Oh, I might miss it. Yes, I just missed it. Okay, now we can push in the next wave and then make our way back to base. There we go. It gets pretty easy to push down lanes as soon as you've maxed out your W and your E. Now we can actually make our way back. Great. Now we can get to the next item, which will be the sorcerer's shoes, the boots. And our next item is going to be the morello. Now, I guess that's going to be, like, self-explanatory. Like, Darius currently has loads of healing. As soon as he hits the Q on you, he's going to do loads and loads of damage and, like, healing. And if you buy the Morello, he can no longer heal from his Q. Like, it still does, but it's going to be less. The Morellos has, like, an effect where if you buy it and you hit them, they will heal less amounts, which is a pretty big deal when playing against Darius. So now it's just a matter just cutting down this guy. That's all. Okay. We couldn't reach him there, but that's no problem. We can just constantly be pushing down the lane over and over again. Like, we're up at this stage where Darius can't really do that much anymore. Despite just sitting there. There we go. I'm just going to constantly pushing it over and over again. Feta6 is currently around the dragon, so he's not being here. Now we can actually cut him on our tower. Okay, he's not able to get that one. Sweet. There might be people coming topside right now because everyone seems to be missing right now. And we currently don't really have any vision, so as soon as we push this down, we want to back off. Lucian is currently bot lane, which is really good to know. Okay. Diana's also the dragon, so that means that all of them are currently gone. Now we can force the tower. Very good. And now we can push it in all the way. Great. And now we can make our way back. We could continue to kite down this guy. We could. Okay, let's see if he wants to fight us at all. Because this guy's currently alone. I don't think he wants to fight us. Okay. I'm not going to get close to him because his flash is currently up. I've accidentally got hit by his grab. And if he gets to hit the grab on you, it's going to end up terrible for you. So we just have to back off there. He could have flashed auto attack ult and then killed us because of like that small mistake there. That's the only thing that you got to be aware of when playing in a matchup like this one. You don't want to get all linked by the Darius when his flash is up, because one mistake and that could potentially mean that he will kill you. So now we're just back here again. Let's see if he wants to fight us at all. Okay, he's not going to fight us. That's no problem. I just want to push in the lane and then back off again. Nice. Great. Push out this one as well, and then we're going to go back. Great. Now we can make our way back. We currently have a lead of about 40 CS over Darius already. He also, like, he didn't get the tower down yet, so we have a pretty big lead over him already, which is really, really good. Now we can get this. Once again, guys, I'm just saying it. If you're looking for the 4 runes, full build of Kennen, everything is put in the description, guys. Just a special reminder. Check out the description if you want to have everything, guys. But anyways, back to top lane. These guys are currently here, pushing down the mid lane. Let's see if we can actually stop them with my ultimate. Yeah, they're pretty scared of me, so it's not a big surprise that they're backing off. Great. We can walk around this thing here and then just fight them immediately. If my team comes in right now, we could catch that Darius pretty easily, but although I can just fight it myself, but he seems to be running away every single time. Here we go. He's in that bush right there. I'm not gonna use my ultimate. Nice. I'm gonna keep my ultimate because the team fight might start very soon. Like, I'm constantly playing around my jungler too. I'm constantly looking for ways to catch the Darius even with my jungler. So we're gonna push this in all the way. There we go. As long as you play perfect with your red trinket and they don't really have any kind of wards, you're basically allowing your jungler to get free kills. If you're playing top lane, you want to play with your red trinket. Red trinket is one of the most important things about top lane at the moment. A lot of people are currently playing with red trinket because it's just really overpowered, since you can like remove all the wards and stuff like that. It's pretty important. Now we got this one. That's really good. So the next item you want to get is going to be the zhonyas. So we have the Hextech gnblade, we have like the morello, and now we're going to go for the zhonyas, which is going to help us engage into the fights, being able to survive, and like all the other stuff. So we're just going to be grouping here with the team, and we're just going to be starting like a fight immediately since there's this top set, right? It's pretty easy to do. One cannon, you just press E and like you engage in. Okay. It appears they don't really want to fight. Okay. We could fight them pretty easily. We just kind of need my jungler, but... Okay. We don't really have a champion that can engage for us. We need to have my jungler, so we're going to have to wait for now. Okay. That's not looking very good, but... Okay. Now we can engage in. Their Fiddlesticks ultimate has already ran out, so now is the time to go in. This is the time right now. I need my jungler to go in there. We need to engage in there because their ultimates are on cooldown right now. It's the best moment. And the best way to do that is by starting the dragon. They will be going in here. Yep. I'll just spam ping because this is just the right moment. We want to get this moment. I don't want to get catched by Darius. Nice. That's really good. Now we can continue to push in. Like, we have this very consistent playstyle with Kennen. Sitting in a safe spot, waiting for the right thing to happen, and then going for the all-in. Nice. Fiddlesticks ultimate will come up very soon. So if this is not working out, we will have to back off soon. Good, we got the dragon. Now we can take all the camps here as well. If we take all the camps down here, the enemy jungler will fall behind a little bit because... Oh, it's about to get reset. Ah. A little too slow for that. I don't think I can get this one. I think they might get here too soon. Let's see. Okay, we got it. Nice. That's really good. Now we're just gonna have to farm up and wait for my zhonyas. Like, my zhonyas is going to allow me to engage into the enemy fights and being able to survive. It's a pretty important item on Kennen. You want to get it like later on in the game. It's like one of the pure core items of Kennen. Let's take this real quick. Nice. There we go. We can kite Darius pretty easily right now, so only if he comes around we can just fight him right away with my item. Oh, whoops. I am kind of expecting Darius to be here somehow. I don't think he's gonna fight me. Good, let's make our way back soon. Oh, should have dropped the Q. Okay, so now it pretty much all comes down to starting a team fight, because my flash is currently up, which means we can just press E and R and just flash in and like get like 5-man ult off. It all comes down to making the right catch right now or starting a team fight and just win it. Nice. Like, that's the power of Kennen, guys. As soon as you get to the mid-late game, you can use all your flashes every single time just for a team fight. Like, every single time a team fight starts, you can press ER flash and just get like 5-man ult off. It's pretty overpowered. Okay. Nice. We can take the tower right now. Like, actually, the best thing to do right now would have been... Okay. Nice. They surrender. Okay. Guys, this is pretty much how you play Kennen in the top lane. I do want to say... I do want to say one thing. There are two types of runes that you can play with Kennen. I'm just going to say it once more because I've said it already. You pretty much always go Conqueror in almost every single game. But as for the secondary page, you can go in Domination or you can go in Inspiration. And this game, I went for free boots and 5% CDR instead because I like to play Kennen with free boots, but not many people like it that much. You can also go into Domination, take Taste of Blood, and play super aggressive, get like the boots as early as possible. But it's like kind of situational, I guess. It's like whatever you prefer. But anyways, you can find the forums full build in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the description if you want to see like Challenger games, because I'm streaming almost every single day. Don't forget to check that out, guys. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys up next time. Peace.